Good evening. Tonight we're going to be talking about multi-step word problems. Let's watch the video. We're talking about multi-step word problems. Let's look at our first problem. Wang is 5 years older than Robert. Robert is 3 years older than Sally. Sally is 15 years old. How old is Wang? Well, one of the first things that we're going to have to look at and figure out is how old is Robert? So let's look at what this looks like in a picture. So on the left we have Wang, and we have his full bar because that's what we want to know. And we know that Robert's age plus 5 is going to give us Wang's age. Well, then we also know that Robert is 3 years older than Sally, and Sally's 15 years old. So let's look at what that looks like. So we've got Robert on the left, and we have Sally on the right, and we know that Sally's age plus 3 gives us Robert's age. So let's do some actual math now. If we take 15 years plus the 3 years, that's going to give us 18 years. That's Robert's age. Now we're going to come over to the other diagram and take the 18 years for Robert plus 5 years, and that's going to give us 23 years for Wang. So Wang is 23 years old. Pause the video and put that in your notes. Our next problem is Liam earns $16 for every hour he works. If he works for more than 8 hours on a given day, he earns $24 for each additional hour. Yesterday, Liam worked for 10 hours. What was his income for the day? Well, we know that when he works 8 hours, he gets $16 an hour. So let's look at what that looks like. I have 8 boxes with $16 in them. And we also know that for every additional hour he works, he gets $24. And he worked an additional 2 hours. So I'm going to add 2 boxes with 24. So now we need to multiply to get how much he worked. So for his regular 8-hour day, he worked 16 times 8, which gives us $128. His extra 2 hours, 24 times 2, gives us another $48. So we add those together. 128 plus 48 gives us $176. So Liam earned $176 for his 10-hour workday. Pause the video and get that in your notes. Okay, our next problem. Last night, Kiera studied for twice as long as Tempest, and Alondra studied for 10 minutes more than Kiera. Tempest studied for 40 minutes. Which expression can be used to find the number of minutes that Alondra studied? Well, let's draw this out. So we know that Tempest studied for 40 minutes. And our problem says that Kiera studied for twice as long as Tempest. So I'm going to give Kiera 2 boxes with 40 minutes in it. And then it said that Alondra studied for 10 minutes more than Kiera. So I'm going to have to add another 10 minutes to that. So which number sentence best shows this illustration? Pause the video and decide A, B, C, or D. You should have circled A because 40 times 2 plus then the 10 minutes. We're not going to divide it by 2 because twice as long, that means it's going to be more than tempest. Now it's your turn. Please solve the following two problems. You may need to illustrate them in order to solve them. Make sure you show your work. And you should have gotten. If you have any questions, make sure you write them in your notes. Now it's time for our summary. Explain how to solve a problem with more than one step. Now write one question you still have about the lesson. See you tomorrow.